Here we are. It's about 2:45. Survivor Man, Snomageddon, Portland, 2014, and it is nasty out there. It's not fit for man nor woman, but I am surviving with the supplies I have in my house. The Explorer, the electric heat. It's not gas, it's electric. We had an issue with that last night. The fridge with the stinky spinach, and a cupboard that's pretty full. But we did have some challenges today. The zipper has not yet been fixed on the right front pocket of my jacket, which is cause for concern because snow could get in that pocket. Blowing this hard, it could then melt, and then the pocket's wet. And that creates a serious problem because if a pocket's wet and I put something in there like my gloves, then my gloves are wet. I put those on my hands, then my hands are wet. And in temperatures like this, that could cause me to lose potentially a fingernail. It could dry the tips of my hangnails out there, and that can be real painful, so I don't want that. But let's get right into some key survival tips. Let's talk a little bit about your caloric burn rate. How many calories you're burning when you're out surviving. Now, ideally, you want a lightweight shoe so you burn less calories. Let's say you got to go to the mailbox. Maybe you need to make a quick run to the garbage or recycling bin, and you want to burn as few calories as possible because you never know when you could run out of food in a survival situation like Snomageddon, so every calorie is as important as possible. What we've got here is two options. One, a lighter slip-on shoe, waterproof, and then a bigger boot that's obviously tied. This, much lighter, will burn less calories when you're walking, plus it's easier to get on. This is heavier, and you also have to tie it. And the shoelaces aren't that good, so you actually have to double knot it, burning more calories. Now, you got to weigh this. You want a little snow over the top of this, or do you want drier feet? I opted for drier feet, and just upped my caloric intake to accommodate for that. I had 2 additional bites of turkey earlier today. So that's important. And I also ran out of my favorite survival drink. This is chocolate milk. You can take this almost anywhere with you as long as you have something to keep it cold. So let's say you're hiking in the summer, just bring a cooler and put some ice in it, and that way it will keep it cold. But there's a lot of calories in here, and of course you can see the vitamin A and D, and I do prefer the Swiss style. I just think it's a little creamier, a little better, and again, this provides plenty of calories, but just be aware that you will need to carry a cooler to keep it cold, and it does expire. So I know some of this stuff like water, you can drink that warm, and you can actually, it doesn't go bad, but it doesn't taste like chocolate milk. So, and this is RBST free too, so that's important. I don't know if water is. Now let's move on to some stuff here. We got some snacks. You want to be able to make them pack. Here's some roasted almonds. I see there are only 2 grams of net carbs, which is sort of paleo approved. And then another thing I like to do is I like sunflower kernels because if you get the seed in the shell, again, you're burning calories. Why burn calories to open something when you can get it prepackaged and then you just eat it and you don't have to burn any calories with getting to the food? So that's important. Save those calories. Also, if you've been sitting around watching a lot of movies on Netflix, or you're going to watch the Olympics tonight and you're starting to fade, just get some of this Hannah's honey, squeeze it right into your mouth, and you'll probably be awake for another 45 minutes. Don't do it too often, though, because it's not good for your teeth, but it does give you a lot of energy. Those are my tips for today. I would stay warm, stay safe, and I mean, I'm telling you, this weather is not fit for man or woman. I'm not really sure what those kids are doing out there, but I'm sure they're near death. So I'm going to go check on them because these conditions are horrible. Stay strong, people.